There's a new program aimed at saving lives in our community. Novant New Hanover EMS just launched its pre-hospital blood program. That means first responders can now administer blood transfusions out in the field. Previously, patients would have to wait until they arrived in the emergency room. That could mean getting much needed blood 20 to 25 minutes faster.
We're able to start that resuscitation process earlier on and have better outcomes with patients. And the studies are showing it. I mean, hands down, the studies are showing that it's improving patient outcomes, less hospital time stay, less time stayed in the ICUs, just better outcomes as a whole.
Novant New Hanover EMS is now one of only 200 EMS agencies in the U.S. that can do blood transfusions in the field.